Is this the ultimate budget metal Les Paul style guitar? Well, let's find out. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and this right here is the Lorien, I guess, well, the box says Lore Crest, the Lorien series by Aklot, but yeah, it says right here, the Lorien series by Aklot. Now, you might remember I reviewed a 7-string guitar from them a little while back. Their whole kind of focus is metal type stuff when it comes to their electric guitars. They have a lot of other instruments, by the way. They've been around for a while. They make things like the 7-string lyre, you know, that kind of thing. So they have a pedigree. But I think when they decided to make electric guitars, they decided let's like angle at the metal stuff. And I think they're doing a good job with that. This thing is very, very inexpensive. Even when it's not on sale, I think it's like $150, but right now it is on sale on Amazon for $138.69. So man, I tell you what, that is a heck of a deal, but is it a heck of a guitar? Well, let's talk about that. The listing says Aklot solid body LP, electric guitar, HH pickups with coil splitting, roasted maple neck, full-size electric guitar with gig bag, cable, strap, strings, tuner, lessons book, and it is this one's storm blue right here. Didn't do a full unboxing of this, but same case basically that we got with that 7-string. It's a nice, gig bag. It's a nice padded gig bag. Open her up, and it even has the little block in here with the Velcro strap, so that's good. And then this is what I wanted to show you, and I haven't even opened this part of it yet. So you'll get an instruction manual, which, you know, your basic stuff like how to tune it, how to string it, and all that kind of stuff. Got a little card in here. We're here for you. This is their customer service card after sales. They give you information on that. And they seem to be really proactive on that stuff. Then they've got a book in here called the Electric Guitar Guide. And it's, you know, hey, listen, it's got some lessons in there and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got this bag right here. So let's go ahead and untie this. So they seem to like to include a lot of extra stuff with the 7-string. I even got this, which is a distortion pedal. Let's see here, there we go. A distortion pedal. And with this one, we've got a tuner, so that's good. We've got a guitar cable, and this actually seems like it's pretty sturdy. Wow, there's an extra set of strings in here. A cloth to wipe it with. Some guitar picks. Ooh, and look at this strap. Got flames on it. Like I said, I feel like when it comes to their electric guitars, they're squarely aiming them at metal fans, hard rock fans, that type of thing. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to publish this, but if you live in a place like, I mean, my family lives in San Diego, they order something on Amazon, it gets there that day. So you might still be able to get one before Christmas. If not, and it's after Christmas and you're watching this going, dude, I got some money to spend, or maybe you're a kid that asked for a guitar for Christmas, didn't get it. Well, this would be a good choice. I'm telling you, look, for the cost of this thing, it's just amazing. The finish on it looks really, really good. Now, if you've ever played a Les Paul, you know that they're pretty heavy. This thing comes in at 6.5 pounds. Now, it also has nice body cuts in it. It's got a belly cut in there. Ooh, check this out too. This is a really nice cut that's around the neck right here, and it's all kind of rounded off right here. I mean, they've really thought of a lot to get access to these frets, and that is a good thing because this is 24 frets in full scale on this guitar, which is kind of unusual. You don't see that a whole lot. Scale length on this is 25.5 inches, and some people, they just don't like the bolt-on neck. They don't think that you're going to get that great a sound from it, or, you know, tone or resonance or whatever. Look, man, I tell you what, I've only got a couple of guitars that are actually set necks, and I personally, I don't notice a whole lot of difference, but hey, that's up to you if you don't like a bolt-on. But again, trying to find a set neck for $140 is pretty difficult, especially this good quality. Yeah, with 24 frets, and you can get your hand right in there, and you got that little cut that's right here, so you can really get access to those frets, which is great. Now, speaking of the frets, these are just standard nickel frets. They are not stainless steel. Kind of a bummer. They're also not the rounded ball end. This was one of their first electric guitars though, so I imagine they'll probably do, who knows what they're going to do in the future, but the other models, in fact, the Strat model that they've got, that looks really nice. I really want to get my hands on that one to try it out. But it's generally good fretwork. You know, I don't get any fret buzz. I did lower the action just a little bit on this for setup on it, and I changed the intonation, fixed that a little bit because the intonation was off a little bit. But no fret sprout to chew up your hands, and they play really nice. Got 18:1 ratio tuners on here, so they tune really nicely, and they hold tune well. Now, when it comes to hardware finishes, I'm usually pretty basic. I don't like gold, I don't like black and stuff like that. But on here, boy, that just looks really good. And I feel like it really fits what they were trying to do with this guitar to make it kind of that ultimate, you know, to make it that hot budget metal style Les Paul guitar. So I think it looks really good on here. I also like that we have simple controls on here. We've got one tone, one volume, and this is a push-pull pot. It's a coil split. So when you do that, you're going to split your humbuckers into single coils. So it just gives you more tonal capabilities. One thing that's kind of, okay, well, you know what? The pickups on here are not that hot. I didn't put a multimeter on them or anything like that, but I can just tell by playing it. I was like, okay, so, you know, I use my regular rigs, the same stuff that I normally use, and they're a little bit more low output. They're not super, super high. So, I mean, you could upgrade them later on. And again, at $140 or even $150 when it's not on sale, man, I mean, you know, go out and buy yourself maybe Music Lily, or there's several choices out there that are $50 and lower that are very good high output pickups if you wanted to swap them out. So yeah, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on here. I got to tell you, this neck though, oh man, this is my favorite style of neck. It's unfinished. It's just got that kind of matte tung oil finish to it, and it's super smooth. It's very fast, and it's a nice thin neck too. So I don't know exactly what the profile is on it, but it seems like a slim C. Oh, and one more thing about this neck. So it looks like there's no markers on here, but there are fret markers. Just got to look real closely. Those fret markers are on there, but they are, you know, they're luminous, so they glow. And the same for these ones that are over here. So yeah, if you can still see them when you're playing. So if you're somebody like me who's not real good with a fretboard that doesn't have any kind of markers on it, but they're there. And if it were dark and you hit this thing with some light before that, they'd be glowing. There you go. But yeah, as far as the pickups, they don't sound bad. It's just that if you're thinking about like, oh, ultimate metal, they're just not quite as hot as some of the other metal guitars that are out there. But yeah, even the back of this thing is pretty. It's a good guitar. Well, let's go ahead and see how it sounds. Okay, we're going to start off with this thing completely clean. I'm using the Fender Tone Master Pro with a completely empty setting. So got it all the way down here. We're on the bridge pickup. And what I want to show you is that when we're on a distorted signal, I just can't hear that coil tap that well. But when we're on a clean signal, I can hear it quite well. So let's see here. And just to give you another example, all right, it's down right now. So it is working, but let's go ahead and give you a nice dirty signal. So, I mean, yeah, I can't tell as much difference when we're using all that distorted tones, but hey, if you're using something else, you can definitely hear it more. All right, let's go through the 3-position switch. Right now we're on the bottom, so we're on that bridge pickup. Middle position. And of course, the neck position only. So there we go. Now let's go ahead and go clean here. Bottom position. And now the neck position. But of course I prefer it like this. And you know, for metal, it's not all that bad. Even though these pickups aren't as hot as some of the guitars that I have, it still sounds pretty darn good. So yeah, I dig it. I tell you what, I couldn't have found something like this for $140 when I first got a guitar, so I think this is great as another option out there. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. And like I said, if you really wanted to swap out the pickups, you wanted to go with something hotter, you know, some people like that they're not so hot. I can use my overdrive pedals and stuff to really drive the amp. But you know, if you wanted to have some hotter pickups on here, sure, you could go out and spend as much money as you spent on the guitar, but maybe just replace the bridge. Oh, and one more thing that I wanted to point out. The neck is actually angled from the factory, which I really like. I don't know if you can really see it there. But you know, when you shim a neck, that's basically what you know, what you're doing is you're angling that neck. As far as the action and stuff goes on here, it's actually very good and super easy to adjust. Very easy to set this guitar up, and I'm pretty stoked with it, especially for like 140 bucks. So that is the Lorien from Aklot, and I just want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel, so if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there, a notification bell, click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. It's been a great year, and I can only imagine that 2026 is going to be even better. I have some plans for this channel where I'm going to try to up my game a little bit when it comes to the demos. Maybe do some backing tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, hey, listen, this is not easy to do guitar YouTube, so I'll keep trying to improve. All right, that's my promise to you. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.